Hi guys, thanks again for logging on to this channel and seeing the life and times of an ECA. It's been a real pleasure doing this for you, so keep the comments coming. Thank you very much for your support, I really appreciate it. I get requested sometimes for different things like, questions and things by text, and then on occasion I get asked for a video. So this request is from Benji. Double thumbs up for you, Benji. Thanks again for your comment and question. And Benji asks, can you please do a video on how you radio the command center and receive a job? That's quite a nice question, actually. So thank you very much for that. Okay, so when we start our shift, we have to obviously prep the vehicle and make sure that our data pad on the vehicle, which is our computer system, is switched on, and also that our radios are switched on as well, which looks like mobile phones, but they're actually radios. When we go onto the vehicle, we have to put in some codes which identifies us as ECAs. It also identifies what shift we're on, how much mileage the vehicle has been using, etc. So basically all the information goes in first. And then that way, the command center, as you say it, but our control will know that we've actually booked on shift. So from that point onwards, the control center will then say, will send us a job when they need to. And what happens is we could be sat in, doing paperwork in the office or something, and the control will send a job to the data pad on the vehicle. And the vehicle data pad will then start bleeping with the information associated with that job on it. If we're not at the vehicle, it also bleeps on our radios, which is good because that way we can obviously know there's a job coming. And on our radios there's a little sort of text box where say emergency incident, or please return to vehicle, there's a message, or there's something else. But basically it will tell us and notify us that there's a message come through onto the data pad and we need to go and read it. So when we get back to the vehicle, all the information about the next job appears on the screen, and it'll have information like who the person is, their location, maybe what's wrong with them, because sometimes it doesn't come through, because information is not available by the bystander, or maybe somebody who nobody knows. But at the end of the day, as much information as possible is sent to the data pad on the vehicle. We then have to notify control that we've seen the information and that we're responding to the call. So we press a few buttons on the data pad, which we get taught anyway, and then we're off and we'll do the job. When we finish the job, we'll then confirm that we've finished and we book ourselves clear on the data pad. Now, sometimes there might be a vehicle that hasn't got that computer on the vehicle. It might have been broken, or it wasn't fitted properly, or whatever the reason it was. Most times it's because it's on a PSV, it's not working very well. But all frontline vehicles have this, so not to worry about that. Okay. And what then happens is if you haven't got this data pad, the control will actually call you on the radio to say, hey, are you ready for another job? Here's information, this is what you need to know, and we'll be contacted that way. And then when we've finished, we can then radio back saying, yeah, okay, we've finished our job, here are the times, here's when we got there, here's when we left the scene, here's when we arrived at hospital, left hospital, handover and clear for hospital. So all the information is then given to the control for their auditing, as well as knowing where we are and everything. So basically, in a nutshell, that is it. The radio is there also as a backup, so obviously if we need a paramedic backup, then we can use that as well to ask control to give us a hand. And there's also a panic button on there, so that any time we're in a situation where we are threatened and we are quite nervous for our lives, touch wood, it never happens to me, but it isn't necessarily sadly it's a necessary button to have on the radio, and also we have it in the vehicles as well, then we can press that button and it notifies everybody that there's an issue. I suppose it's a bit like the one they have in police as well. They have a panic button there as well. So, but no, ordinarily we get contacted by the data pad and then bleeped on the radio, and then when everything's all sorted, we just wait for the call and wait for the next bleep. Okay. So again, thank you, Benji, for your request. I hope this answered your question. If it hasn't, please do pop by and text me back with another question. Anybody else would like to have a video request? If I can do it, I shall. If I know the answers, I'll let you know. Again, remember, I am still quite new at this, so mistakes can be made, and I apologise for those. And any of those ECAs out there who've been here, doing the job a lot longer than me, if I make a mistake, then please do pipe up and say, look, Freya, I don't think that was quite right. Please rectify that error. So I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to welcome your input on that as well. All right, okay, guys. Have a very safe day, and I shall catch you later. Take care for now. Bye bye.